Doesn't everybody slumber in darkness?
Oh, I love it.
And for countless generations, mortal
Okay, so this is
heroes
Warcraft,
have
maybe World of
risen
Warcraft.
to defend her.
I would assume World of Warcraft.
Oh, is this like
They faced
World of Warcraft coming to console?
Ooh,
tyrants
that'd be interesting.
They don't still make expansions for it, do they?
of primordial
I think so.
horror.
I think they do.
Do they really?
Though they fought
That would be really
amongst
cool, though.
themselves,
Oh yeah, that's definitely World of Warcraft.
their enmity following them to the most distant shores. And even across
Famous
time
last words.
and space. Their courage never faltered. Even upon the very threshold of
Is
death.
that Sauron?
While new hope blooms on the
Awesome.
horizon, the final battle draws
Dude, that's a
near.
giant sword.
That's pretty cool.
Now, in the darkness, at the very heart of the world, the drums of war thunder once again.
If this is an expansion, like the Warcraft graphics have gotten pretty good.
Dude, yeah.
Of course, these are all just cutscenes, so I mean,
Yeah, of course.
Awakens
But it looks so cool.
yeah.
the world's soul, so long denied me, shall be mine.
That's good.
Wow. The War Within.
Well, that's cool.
Darkness Calls. August 26th?
This year.
Okay, so
Yeah.
they're still making it. That's obviously an expansion
So
then.
yeah, this is another expansion, and obviously to PC. So that would have been really cool to see. That would have been really cool to see World of Warcraft coming to the console. That would have been wild.
Do you think it could work on console? Game like that?
You know, as somebody who's never actually played World of Warcraft, I don't know. It's funny. I get. It's funny because I get a lot of people who will tell me that my books are like they remind them of World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny because I'm like, oh, well, that's cool. Like I've never played it.
I've
I
never
always thought
played it.
Like I always thought it looked cool, but like they're like, oh yeah, it just brings back that like nostalgic, like old school fantasy vibe, right? And which is great because that's what I was going for. But like they're like, I used to play WoW all the time, and I love this book. Like it's so great. But for me, it's like, man, I've never actually played WoW, and
Yeah.
if that's the case, maybe I need to go play WoW because maybe that's exactly the kind of game I would love.
I have started WoW in college for writing. We were learning how to write for video games.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, there's a free subscription to Warcraft for a month. And they told us to go play it. We had to report back and on what we recognized about how they were telling their story and
Yeah, isn't that funny?
wild stuff. So I
mean,
have
it's
played a
cool.
little bit of it.
It looks super cool. Obviously,
Yeah.
It's something I would want to play with friends. Like you would.
Yeah.
I feel like you would want to party up and go out and have fun with.
Well,
that
I know people who've like lost jobs over that game.
Correct.
Oh.
I actually know people who met their spouse in that
Through
game, which is kind of interesting. Yeah,
That's wild. I worked when I was in the Air Force. I worked for an optometrist. He was a major. He was always sleeping in his office in between patients.
Because he was staying up all night.
Well, and I asked him. I
and-
said, "Why? You keep falling asleep? Like, what's going on?"
Yeah, you're not feeling.
He's
good?
like,
You
"Oh,
need to go?"
I run 2 guilds, and I was up playing World of Warcraft all night." I was just like, "Oh man." That's probably why I've never played it. I enjoy having a life too much, but I can't imagine everybody's like
get
that.
Sucked in like that, right? So
I
don't know. If you guys are WoW fans, let us know in the comments below. As two people who really have you barely played it, and I've never played it. Is it welcoming for new players? Is it something that would be easy for us to jump into? I know for us, like, we've come back as Backlog gamers, even coming into like Destiny. We miss out on campaigns and stuff, and then we can never play them, and it just isn't a very streamlined. It's not great for assimilation, bringing us into the fold, right? So let us know if WoW is better at that. Let us know in the comments below, and we'll check you on that.
I'd be interested, because I don't like playing games where I miss the whole story.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, let's keep on rolling. Hey, thanks for tuning in today. We watched the entire Xbox showcase, so go check out all the other shorts or even the full video itself. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.